You are watching The World 24/7 on the NDTV network. I'm Parmeshwar Bawa. Our big focus currently, the US Federal Reserve cut interest rates, but suggested it would make fewer rate cuts than expected in 2025, amid questions over its fight to bring down inflation across the world's largest economy. Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, said inflation had been stubborn, but insisted the central bank believed its rate hikes would continue to erode the pace of price rises. My colleague Rishabh Bhatnagar has been tracking the finer details for us. He joins us at the moment with a live update. Rishabh, take us through the ripple effects of the Fed's decision. We're already seeing that the US stock markets have endured one of their most severe declines of the year.
Right. What we're seeing is a 25 bips cut, but that is something that has not caused the market crash. It's the outlook by the Fed that has caused the markets to go down this morning. What we've seen from Wall Street today, it is the halving of the number of cuts from compared to September this year is what has shocked and caught the markets by surprise. So the number of 25 bips cuts going ahead instead of 4. Now we can expect 2 more for the current year. That has caught the markets by surprise and caused the crash. Though the commentary by Jerome Powell, the US Fed Reserve Chairman, has remained cautiously optimistic. He said the economy is doing well. He also said that there is no sort of preset course for any interest rate cuts, and this is something that is debated every few months when the Fed committee meets. They also said that the stance by the Federal Reserve is significantly closer to neutral now, and he also believes that the policy still remains meaningfully restrictive, and they will continue to keep on looking for more progress on the inflation front.
As always, Rishabh, thanks so much for joining us with the latest. In other news, in a significant move towards improving ties, India's National Security Advisor G. Doval and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi met, marking the first special representative level talks between India and China since the year 2019. Now, the two special representatives agreed to resume key activities. This includes pilgrimages, border trade, and data sharing on river management. They also discussed the importance of maintaining peace and stability along their shared border, though with some differing perspectives on how to approach the issue. But China's foreign ministry has described the talks as in-depth and constructive, with both countries agreeing to address simpler issues first and gradually build a roadmap for future cooperation. Meanwhile, I must inform you that China is expanding its nuclear force. It has increased military pressure against Taiwan and has strengthened its ties with Russia over the past year. This is according to a Pentagon report that details actions accelerating key areas of conflict with the United States. Now, this report, however, also notes that the recent rash of corruption allegations within China's powerful Central Military Commission, which oversees the People's Liberation Army, is hurting Beijing's military growth and could also slow its campaign to modernize. But a senior US defense official said the impact is a bit of a mixed bag because while there has been progress in some programs, China has slid back in others. Let's get you an update as far as Israel's war in Gaza is concerned. The United States, joined by Arab mediators, sought to conclude an agreement between Israel and Hamas to halt the 14-month-old war in the Gaza Strip. But as per local media reports, Gaza ceasefire mediators are urging Israel to agree to the release of high-profile Palestinian prisoners in the agreement's next stages. Sources close to the talks in Cairo, meanwhile, say that an agreement could be signed in coming days on a ceasefire and a release of hostages held in Gaza in return for Palestinian prisoners that are held by Israel. With that, let's take you to France now, where judges there will hand down verdicts on 51 men today in a mass rape trial that has turned a 72-year-old woman into a feminist icon. For almost a decade, Giselle Pelicot was drugged by her ex-husband Dominique, who then invited dozens of men he had recruited online to have sex with her in her bed at home while she was unconscious and unaware. The verdict is expected in this rape trial that has shocked not only France but the entire world. As always, news and updates continue on NDTV. We're slipping into a very short break from now. Do stay tuned. Well, Japanese automakers Nissan Motor Co. and Honda Motor Co. have actually confirmed that they are discussing closer collaboration, but they have denied reports that they have decided on a merger. The ascent of Chinese automakers, though, is rattling the industry at a time when manufacturers are struggling to shift from fossil fuel-driven vehicles to electrics. My colleague Mugdha joins us with a quick update at the moment. Mugdha, take us through what a merger between Nissan and Honda could mean for the automakers and the industry.
Let's just look at the background first. The Honda and Nissan came together sometime earlier this year to talk on EVs. Now, EV is becoming a very big challenge, especially for Japanese automakers and, of course, for European automakers as well. But Japan clearly is seeing this as losing their hold on the industry. Global auto industry, and we have seen Suzuki and Toyota come together, and now Nissan and Honda are coming together. They first decided that they will come together for EVs, but now the latest reports tell us that they are now looking ahead at a merger. Renault had already showed, Renault and Nissan are in a merger in a tie-up where Renault holds 15% share in Nissan and Nissan holds 15% share in Renault. Renault had already said that they are looking at offloading their stake.
Right.
So it only makes sense for Japanese automakers to come together and make their position stronger. Honda and Nissan, on the other hand, have been losing market share in key markets,
right,
including US and China. China market has become very Chinese automaker oriented. They're the biggest EV makers.
Yes, we have seen that. Well, Mugdha, thanks so much for joining us with that quick update.